Hi grade 3s, welcome to your fourth lesson of Recorder this term. Today we're going to be looking at high jump. So far we've done skip to my loo and knuckle buster. High jump is going to be our last piece before our midterm assessment. So let's get straight into it. We only have one line, but we have a lot of big different moves and some few things we need to pay attention to at the end. So let's zoom into the piece and let's start jumping up really high. Alright, so let's start off by reading our rhythm. This is a very congested line. We have how many bars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bars. And notice that double dot at the end. So it's not, don't confuse it with this dot at that minim, because that makes a dotted minim. Those are 3 beats. But these 2 dots at the end are our repeat sign. Those are a repeat sign. This little apostrophe up over here is our breath mark. So that means that's our chance to breathe before we repeat. And this thing up here is our fermata. This little thing up here, that is one eye. Just on top of that, dotted minim. That means at the end of the piece, you can hold it for as long as you want. Don't hold it for ridiculously long, just hold it for a little bit longer. So a lot of this here looks like Egyptian hieroglyphics, but it is not. It will show that you are understanding all your different symbols in music. So repeat sign, breath mark, fermata, hold it for a little bit longer. But let's worry about that when we get there. Let's start off by reading our rhythm. I'm going to do it once with you, and second time you're going to do it yourself. 1, 2, 3. Ta, 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 ti, ti, ta, 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 ah. Rest. Ta, 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 ti, ti, ta, 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 ah. Alright? Maybe some of you got confused because I started here, and you're like, hey, what about this note, Mr. B? Well, this note, this isn't actually a note right now. This is just showing us that 3, 4. Sometimes we write a 4, but whenever we have this thing underneath that 3, it's just the same thing as a 4, which means we have 3 beats per bar. And all it's showing us is that this symbol gets the beat, which is our quarter note. So the quarter note gets the beat. The beat goes like this. The quarter note gets the beat. So don't start it from here, start it from that G. Okay, so one more time, you reading the rhythm by yourself in 3, go. Rest. All right, now let's get to playing this piece. So remember, we're starting from that G. First note is G. What is that? What are the next 2 notes? They're the same. They are the third space. You should know that by now. F, A, C. That is our C note. So let's go G, high C twice. 1, 2, 3. Easy. One more time. Now let's take it to our second bar, which is all B's. But the second B is a 8th note. So T, T. Let's go for it. Bar number 2. 3, go. So ta, ti, ti, ta, go. Again. Let's go bar 1, bar 2. 3, go. Bar 4, similar to bar 1, except we have G to high D's. Bar 1 went G to high C. Now we're going G to 2 high D's. So let's try bar number 3. 3, go. And then come down to that high C for 2 beats, then rest. So let's go G, D, D, C, rest. Remember, hold it for 2 beats. From bar 3 to bar 4. Go. Rest. Again. Go. Rest. Let's go from bar 1 up until bar 4. 1, 2, 3. Rest. Now, bar number 5. It is exactly the same as bar number 1. So that G, C, C. Bar number 7, exactly the same as bar number 2. That B, 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 B. Alright, so bar 5 and 6, exactly the same as bar 1 and 2. So let's just try bar 5 and 6 before we go from bar 1 to bar 6. So bar 5 and 6 together. 2, 3. Again. 2, 3. Let's take it from bar 1 up until bar 6. 1, 2, 3. Rest. Let's finish it off. Easy finish. We're just going to climb from G to B. G, A, B. Finish on a C for 3 beats. 2, 3. Again, from bar 7 to bar 8. 2, 3. Then you catch your breath. All right? Then we repeat. Because of that, repeat sign. Don't forget to repeat. I'm going to be checking that. Make sure you repeat and take it back to the beginning. So let's try it. Do it one time to the end, then repeat it back. The second time, remember, you can hold that note for a little bit longer because of that fermata. So make sure it goes G, C, C, okay? So don't confuse these for these notes. This is not an eighth note, it is a quarter note. So G, C, C, okay? So all the way to the end, repeat, second time, finish with a bit longer because of that fermata. 1, 2, 3. Simple as that. Let's do it one more time. 2, 3. Rest. Your breath. All right, grade 3s. So that is our high jump. A good musician always knows about what's going on their sheet music. So that means all the cymbals, all the different numbers, all the different weird treble clefs or bass clefs, all the bar lines, all the arrows that show to get louder, to get quieter. We haven't yet reached there for those arrows. Like you've heard of the word crescendo, meaning to get louder. So that's another one of the symbols that would be here, but it's not on this piece. But know the different symbols on your piece. Know the fermata, the breath mark, the repeat sign, okay? All right, grade 3s, so this is what I'm expecting from you for your midterm assessment. I want you to pick 2 pieces. The first one you have to do. Everyone has to do Skip to My Lou. So line number 1 and line number 2. The second piece is up to you. You can either pick Knuckle Buster or High Jump, whichever one that you want to do. Hey, if you want to do all 3, I'm not going to stop you. I would love to hear all 3 from each and every one of you. But you only have to pick 2. But the first one has to be Skip to My Lou. The second one is up to you, okay? So first piece, Skip to My Lou, line 1 and line 2. Piece number 2 can either be Knuckle Buster or High Jump. Make sure you practice it really, really well. Make sure you also pay attention to all the different symbols, if there are any symbols, because I will be checking that out. Just don't think just because you played every single note correctly, but you missed the symbol, I won't notice. I will notice. So make sure you pay attention to all those symbols. So have fun practicing. You have this week and next week before your midterm assessment, so get them as best as you can. Don't give a shoddy job. Give the best performance that you can do, because that is what's going to make you a better musician. And how do you become a better musician? By putting the work in. So go grab your recorder and get practicing, and I will see you in the next 2 weeks.